Home-style breaded cod.
Just give us the fish!
All right.
You're watching 4OD.
Welcome. How are you?
Darling.
4 sets of B&B owners have stayed in each other's places
I saw a mouse there on the stair.
and judged one another.
On payday, we're going to iron out a few issues.
With all the visits over, it's time to crown the best value B&B of the week.
Give your hand here.
But I want. Thank you. Talking about the flag. Crackers. It's just a flipping flag.
As the payments
You must be that tight you're squeaking.
and the winner are revealed.
He was face to face to look like Smith and Jones.
With 4 in a bed, did anyone get a good night's sleep?
He just thinks that his place is just so much better than everyone else's, which is just amazing.
It's the final day in the competition to be named Best Value B&B of the Week. The rival owners are meeting for the last time to find out what they've been paid and to settle some scores.
Right, are we ready?
Let's do it.
Kicking things off are Andy Dodd and Finnish-born wife Nina.
The Judgment Day. You can read, I can weep.
The week began at the old stables in Somerset.
Hello.
Inside, Morris was revelling in his Scandinavian-inspired room.
Thank you, Nina.
Yeah.
Really nice, comfortable bed. I think it's first class. It was just a dream to walk into their place and see that type of style, which was not too dissimilar to my style.
But when Robin checked out his chambers,
OK, the shower room.
the bathroom was a step too far.
Yes, not having an ensuite is a slight inconvenience. I prefer to have ensuite.
And David and Erica weren't impressed when they got a foot in the door.
You can take your shoes off.
Andy, nice to meet you. I thought we stopped going abroad because the airports make you do this.
The shoes off thing, we're quite uncomfortable about it. Since we've spoke and got to know him, we know it's because she comes from Finland.
By bedtime, Robin was tripping up.
There's a threshold on the doorway and you could really stub your toe on it. The door to my accommodation was a bit of a stumbling block, not just a stumbling block physically, but literally.
Do we dare?
And when it came to feedback, Nina and Andy were left wondering how low Robin could go.
6 is it's a bit rude.
That's a competitive.
Yeah, it's a bit
sheep
low.
coming out that one,
Yeah, it's a bit low.
Now they're face to face, Nina and Andy want to challenge Robin.
I was a bit sort of gobsmacked that the numbers were so low. How did you sleep at the old sales bed and breakfast? That's a 9 and good night's sleep. So it wasn't excellent.
It was a good night's sleep.
It was immaculately clean. Why we got a 9?
It's a fair question.
Do you want a pen to scribble it out?
In retrospect, it should have been a 10.
All right.
I think Nina and Andy thought I was slightly harsh on the marking and could have been a bit more generous. And maybe they're right, but 9's a very high rate. You know, that's not bad at all. Maybe Nina's a perfectionist.
Next, they want to know how they put their foot in it with David and Erica.
How are your hosts of the old stables B&B? And we got a 6. A 6.
6.
Found the shoe thing
Intimidating.
Your little plaque outside, it is a bit abrupt.
Did you actually think that it was sort of like worded somehow rudely?
Well, not rudely, but it's to the point. Take your shoes off or you're not coming in. You know, and...
No, this is we would greatly appreciate it if there's the if word there.
This is just how I felt as I walked in, and it's just the truth. I feel sorry about Nina's reactions, and I feel sorry that I got it a bit wrong.
Let's see what they paid us.
Now Nina and Andy can discover what their rivals thought their rooms were worth. Starting with Morris's £80 room.
50, 60, 70, 80. Full amount.
Thank you.
Well deserved.
Next, it's Robin, whose twin room was £75.
20, 40, 65. £10 less than it should have been. Are you going to explain yourself, Robin?
My principal concerns were the bathroom proximity and the threshold on the door. At night, going out to the toilet, banging your toe, it's a pain in the arse.
It was a great moment for me, watching him squirm and try and wriggle out of that with absolutely no real excuse.
Finally, they discover what David and Erica think their £80 room was worth.
20, 40, 55.
That's an underpayment of £25.
Wish we'd had to done that, wish we'd have done more, sorry. Regretted. Regretted.
I was honestly like fighting back tears there. I did feel so sort of a bit betrayed.
And I'm really sorry, just regretting everything. I feel terrible about the payment we made to Nina and Andy. It was basically because of the intimidation side of it that we based it on. And maybe we were a bit more harsh than anybody else at the beginning.
Give your hand here.
But I won't. Thank you.
So with Morris from Rigsby's paying on the nose, Robin from Dent Station underpaying by £10, and Erica and David from the Fairway by £25, the old stables received 85% of their total bill. Next under the spotlight is Morris Cockman.
Let's go.
When the competition came to the five-star Rigsby's guest house in Hertford, some guests felt right at home.
Same cushions as ours. He's got good style.
Rigsby's, wow.
While Robin was being smothered by soft furnishings.
Yeah, lots of pillows. It's a bit busy on the pillow front.
And by the evening, he'd lost his bearings.
You know, if I'm sort of trying to navigate round here, it's a bit of a manoeuvre. I think I'm slightly less chintzy in my taste than Morris. I'm slightly less cluttered on my approach to things.
Next morning, Erica was being bugged by an unwanted visitor.
A woodlouse run over my hand, honest. I'd say 8 for the cleanliness here, and I'd take some more off for the woodlouse.
And at feedback for Morris, size did matter.
How were the facilities at Rigsby's guest house? And I got a 6. Busy room, an oversized bed frame. That's just being pedantic, that is.
I think my feedback of Morris's situation was pretty fair, very accurate. There was just a lot going on in a small room.
Take care.
Take care. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Robin has been my biggest competition. We're going to iron out a few issues, so be prepared.
First, Morris wants to debug David and Erica's feedback.
You found the woodlouse.
I didn't. Erica found
If you hadn't have found it, or Erica
I
hadn't
wouldn't have
found
found
it,
it.
somebody else would have found it. I apologise for that. That's all I can say, and that's what I would say to any guest if they found that.
You know, at the end of the day, it's a woodlouse. You know, everybody gets something in their house. But they marked me for 7, which I felt was a little bit unfair.
Next, Morris wants to quiz Robin on his high opinions and low scores.
Robin, OK, how was your host at Rigsby's guest house? Warm, friendly and enthusiastic host. But you gave me a 7.
Yeah, with hindsight, Morris, that probably should have been maybe an 8 or a 9.
OK.
Probably an 8.
It was good to watch. He was face to face. They looked like Smith and Jones.
Yeah. Could have been Jewel.
What do you mean by that, then?
How were the facilities at Rigsby's guest house? You gave me a 6. The room busy. What, you thought that the bed was too big, or...?
And there were a lot of cushions. You know, I spend a little bit of time rearranging the cushions or chucking them at the end.
When I read Robin's comments, yeah, I was upset about that. He's contradicted himself all the way through with the comments that he made, and he can't justify it.
Would you think that you'd have scored that higher?
In retrospect, maybe you'd have got a 7. He runs a good enterprise, and he's entitled to his thoughts on my feedback, and I'm very justified in my appraisal of it.
But now the proof for Morris is in the payment, starting with Nina and Andy's £105 room.
60, 80, 105. Thank you, guys. Good start, good start.
Next, it's David and Erica's room, also £105.
60, 80, 95.
That's £10 short of the asking price.
Yeah, 95. Any reason for that drop on that? I mean, it's not a dramatic
Just the
drop.
points mentioned.
Yeah.
I think Morris completely understands why we underpaid him £10.
I think he does.
Sometimes people can a lot different to what you actually think.
The last bill to be settled is for Robin's £105 room.
60, 75. Okay, mate. 75 quid. That's huge.
That's a £30 underpayment.
The room rate's 105.
I 75 to 80 quid, maybe you should have had an extra five. And that for me is what it was worth to me. I think Morris felt that I could have been a little bit more generous. But, you know, 75 quid for a room of that facility with some breakfast, in my mind, that's about right.
To drop me from 105 to 75, that's ridiculous. That's not good at all.
Maybe I'm a bit tight.
I think you must be that tight you're squeaking.
He's completely clueless. He just thinks that his place is just so much better than everyone else's, which is just amazing. I nearly regret about being so nice to him.
I'm happy, I'm fair in my approach to it, and no, I'm not going to change that.
With the old stables paying the full asking price, the Fairway underpaying by £10 and Dent Station by £30, Rigsby's guest house receives 87% of its final bill. And at the halfway stage, it seems Robin could be in for a rocky ride.
I've had one or two shots fired across my bows, and I think this afternoon there's going to be a few more shots, and I tell you what, they're going to be a little bit closer to the bow.
In my calculation, Robin's in for a hard time.
This week at Waitrose, the story of Heston's marvellous mince. This great chef once said that good food should engage all your senses. The sizzle of mince, the sweet smell of star anise, and golden crispy dumplings. That's why autumn is the ultimate inspiration for some delicious comfort food. Right now, save a third on Waitrose Aberdeen Angus beef mince. Available in store and online.
At Carpetright, we make getting new flooring really easy. We'll get to know the size and shape of your room and who'll use it, if your floor should be carpet, vinyl or laminate. We've up to 60% off plus extra anniversary offers on carpet and vinyl. That's all right, isn't it? Silver Savings ends Tuesday 8 p.m. at Carpetright. Feel right at home.
Bloated. Still don't get it. Maybe animals don't get human tummy niggles because they eat the fibre nature intended. Take the All Bran Challenge. The natural wheat bran fibre will help you feel revitalised inside in just 5 days.
Got that bit.
Now there's new All Bran Red Berry Crunch to try the 5-day challenge. Delicious crunchy clusters bursting with strawberry and raspberry pieces. New All Bran Red Berry Crunch. Feel all brand new.
The more your toothbrush bristles move, the better they clean. So switch to an Oral-B Power Brush. It attacks plaque with more brush movements than a manual brush for up to 100% better plaque removal and a better dental checkup. No wonder it's the #1 power brush brand used by dentists themselves. Oral-B, clinically proven superior clean.
The nights are drawing in, so let's warm them up. With Gastropub slow-roasted, smoke-infused dock in a balsamic jus. Handcrafted all-butter pastry pie with a creamy chicken and leek filling. Or a modern Indian Goan chicken curry in a coconut tamarind sauce with roasted cauliflower. With 3 for 2 on selected prepared meals, make a meal that makes a night in. Make today delicious.
Discover new in-shower body moisturiser from Nivea. Simply wash with a shower gel, then apply to wet skin. It works like a conditioner. Just rinse for beautifully smooth skin straight from the shower, so you can get dressed and go. New in-shower body moisturiser from Nivea.
As a Channel 4 viewer, we're inviting you to test drive our brand new app.
Tap into 4Now while you watch your favourite Channel 4 shows and get more involved in your telly as it happens. Access exclusive content like backstage footage and cast interviews. Have your say with real-time polls and votes. And see what friends, fans and your favourite Channel 4 stars are saying in the Twitter sphere. All this at your fingertips in real time at the touch of your second screen. And while our app is still in development, we want your feedback, thoughts and ideas to help make it better. Download 4Now onto your iPad or iPhone and tap in.
It's the final day of the competition. 2 sets of B&B owners have already found out what they've been paid.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Now it's the turn of David and Erica Hensley to see how they've fared.
Here we go.
When Nina and Andy arrived at the Fairway in Blackpool, they found themselves in a bit of a squeeze.
Of course, it's quite small.
And Morris was also finding it hard to fit in.
You've got that sort of sense of being a little bit claustrophobic.
While Robin's view left him in a flap.
Sort of keeps catching your eye, and I thought it was some guy walking past the window.
At breakfast, one of the ingredients...
Dave, come on, you've got to get up. 5 minutes, come on.
...was missing.
David should have been there. He was host, left his wife, Erica, to hold the fort. Where is David?
Where's David? He's in his pit.
Oh, really?
I ain't joking.
10 out of 10 for Erica for doing that.
But despite fearing fault from Andy and Nina, David did appear for their feedback.
So would you stay here again?
Yes, we would.
Yes.
From Nina, these are very good comments.
I've got it wrong. I've had it wrong then, haven't I? I expected professional, in-depth nitpicking.
There weren't any.
I didn't get any.
So I'm very happy about that.
Instead, the flack came from elsewhere.
I probably wouldn't stay here again.
How are the facilities at the Fairway? And we got a 5. Mirrors too many. Flag annoying.
At the time, I felt I was fair with my feedback for David and Erica, and I think I'd erred on the side of positive.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for looking after me so well. It's been a lot of fun.
This guy has got a strategy to win.
See ya.
First on the agenda, Erica wants to quiz Morris on why she didn't get top marks for breakfast.
And you just knocked me 1 point off. Was that for Dave not being there?
I think that David should have been there.
I think most guests would prefer the landlord not to be sat having breakfast with them.
No, I don't mean sat having breakfast. I mean
Oh,
helping. Yeah.
No, she doesn't want me helping.
Next, Erica flags up Robin's comments.
What annoyed you about the flag?
There was a flag flapping around, and a Canadian flag. I just didn't get it.
Robin were talking about the flag. Crackers. It's just a flipping flag. It's a Canadian flag because our manager is Canadian.
I think quite a lot of people are getting a bit annoyed by Robin's comments, not just Dave and Erica.
And then, would you stay here again? No.
That was the only thing that was a bit hurtful.
But if I wanted to come to the centre of Blackpool, I'd very happily stay.
We'd lower the flag. Half-mast. Pretentious little twit. I said twit.
Okay.
You go to Blackpool for fun, sun and a bit of a laugh, and you don't spend much time in your room. And with a room like that, I wouldn't want to spend much time in it. And I didn't.
With the feedback done...
A bit thin, these.
David and Erica can now find out how the Fairway fared with the payments, starting with Morris's room at £55.
40, 5, 50.
That's a £5 underpayment.
Why the shortfall?
Basically, just purely on hosting. You should have been there at breakfast.
I'm flattered that the underpayment was caused by my absence. It makes me feel more important than I thought I was.
And you just think he's important.
Next, it's Nina and Andy's room, which also has a £55 price tag.
Nina and Andy paid £50.
That's £5 less than the room rate.
Can I ask you why you decided to knock £5 off?
It was mainly because of the size of the room, really. He looked really disappointed, but he really shouldn't be after how he underpaid us.
Finally, it's Robin's room, also priced at £55.
£40, Robin.
That's £15 short of the asking price.
To me, it was worth 40 quid.
I don't think you could get that quality room in that area with them facilities for anywhere near £40. For me, nothing is valid about Robin's decision to pay £40, but it just shows how much he wants to win.
I was absolutely honest with my appraisal of everyone's properties, and I stand by that. And no, I'm not interested in game playing. I graded people fairly, and that's what it's all about.
So with Rigsby's and the Old Stables both underpaying by £5 and Dent underpaying by £15, the Fairway receives 85% of its final bill. So that just leaves Robin Hughes to see if he can snatch the title of Best Value B&B.
OK, here we go. My turn.
The last visit of the week was to Dent Station in Cumbria, where one set of guests were travelling the old-fashioned way.
I thought Dave and Erica arriving on a steam train was a very novel idea, but at that stage I didn't realise that Dave hated trains.
We've had another hour in bed and got a taxi.
It's not our cup of tea. I felt like I was going on an old folks outing.
On arrival...
How are you?
Nina and Andy were impressed.
Oh, this is nice.
But they soon became suspicious about second-hand supplies.
Would I really be using somebody has left, because I don't know if they spat in it or something.
Meanwhile, Morris discovered he was not alone.
You've got these little drop-ins.
We are very rural. We have mice everywhere.
Robin was very blasé about it. That should have been dealt with straight away.
And at feedback, while some appreciated the experience...
So how are your hosts at Dent Station?
Top marks of 10.
Taxi.
David and Erica ran out of steam.
How were facilities at Dent Station? It's supposed to be the bathroom. We had to actually share the toilet and the bathroom. 3. Would you stay here again?
No. I can't wait to leave.
I think that if anyone may have underpaid, I think David and Erica, because it's just not their thing. I don't think they're outdoor rural people. Safe home. Cheers, buddies. Bye.
First, Robin wants to tackle Morris on his unwanted guest.
How clean was Dent Station? And you've given me a 6. You had a little visitor in your snow hut. They left a little gift, and that was a mouse dropping in the under-sink cupboard. 2 issues there, really. It happened in the 48 hours between it being cleaned and you staying. And the mouse didn't pay anything, so I'm a bit hacked off on both fronts.
But you have pest control?
No, we don't have pest control. I am the pest control. Being a very rural location, it's impossible to eradicate them. Morris is in dreamland there. Look, he lives in an urban area in a town centre, and round here, everyone has to deal with their own pest control.
If you're going to charge that much money, keep the wildlife out.
Now Robin can open Nina and Andy's cupboard complaint.
Only unopened food packets should be in cupboards. The view is that just to be chucking half packets of rice and half packets of pasta away week in, week out is just a bit wasteful, and we leave it up there, and if people don't want to use it, they'll use their own.
Well, I think that at that price range, if you're charging £180, that's luxury. You have to be able to afford to have full packets, and then if they're opened, you either use them yourself or throw them out. You cannot have somebody else's. You don't know what they've done with it. They could have spat in it.
I don't think our sort of people are the people to spit in it or do the sort of things that they might do in some of the other locations.
Next, David and Erica are quizzed on their lowest score.
How were the facilities at Dent Station? Well, you've given me a 3 here, and I'm intrigued as to why that might be a 3.
It's just a bedroom with no facilities.
There's a communal lounge, and the bathroom, I agree. There is a walk to it, but when you get there, you can get into it. You can have a shower, you've got 2 toilets.
See the truth at home. I have my own bathroom. I won't even share a bathroom with him.
Well, I had a bathroom at your place, but I didn't want to use it because I couldn't get in it. It was so small. Having seen the feedback, I fully expect to be underpaid by all candidates, because I don't think Dent is their thing.
Now that Robin has had his feedback, he can find out what he has been paid. Nina and Andy stayed in a £180 snow hut, and they underpaid by £30.
They had a few issues which I understand and relate to, but I'm not unhappy with 150. I think it's fairly near the mark. And what's 30 quid?
We thought that his room was nice, but we thought that £180 is too much for what was on offer, and £150 is still luxury market, so we thought that it was fair.
Morris stayed in a £150 snow hut and paid £125.
My reason for the underpayment to Robin was the cleanliness of where I stayed, the mouse drop-ins that I found under the sink. I think my payment was fair to Robin. He shouldn't have any question about that at all.
One of the issues he raised is a constant issue in Dent. We have wildlife everywhere. But there we go, 25 quid, not a big issue.
And finally, David and Erica stayed in a £150 room and paid Robin £90.
90 out of 150, I think, is harsh marking, to be honest with you. I think it's a bit tight. But let's bear in mind, Dave and Erica don't like trains very much, and the railway station really wasn't their cup of tea.
I think you should think yourself lucky, because if it had been all my decision, you wouldn't have got that.
So, with the old stables underpaying by £30, Rigsby's underpaying by £25, and the Fairway underpaying by £60, Dent Station racked up 76% of its total bill. So now it's up to Robin to reveal who is crowned Best Value B&B of the Week.
In fourth place is Dent Station. Coming last, very unusual for me. No, I don't have a problem with it. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. In second and third place, we have a tie. In joint second place is Dave and Erica and Andy and Nina.
We feel absolutely brilliant at coming second with Nina and Andy.
In a way, it's a win.
Yeah, it's a win.
We're just happy with the way we played. I hope the other ones are happy with the way they played as well.
Which means the winner is Rigsby's Guest House. Oh. Morris, congratulations.
Never won anything in my life, and I just feel so proud. I'm lost for words. I really am.
Well done, Morris. Well deserved.
Thank you, Robin.
Hey! Well done, Morris.
It's been great, and it's been emotional.
It has been great.
Thank you.
My first choice would have been the Fairway, but my second choice was always Morris.
We've learnt loads this week. Oh, yeah.
I've learned that I don't need sugar on cornflakes.